Hey guys, Michael here, and I'm back to talk bricks. Today we're talking LEGO DC Superheroes and the Batman Killer Croc Sewer Smash. The largest build in this set is the Bat Tank, and this is quite a fearsome looking vehicle. Its unique design certainly helps it stand out from all of the Bat vehicles that we've gotten in the past. The vehicle sits on these 4 sets of tank treads, and I really like the overall look of these, as it's far more unique than the standard wheels that we get on a Batmobile. At the front of the vehicle, we can see this engine block, as well as this sloped piece with the Batman logo. And just in front of that, we have a 6-stud stud shooter, which can fire all of those individual studs. The main cockpit has a very low profile design with that curved windshield. Simply lift off the top hatch to place the Batman minifigure inside. Because of the way that the vehicle is shaped though, in real life Batman would not be able to see out of this windshield, which is a little bit of a flaw for the set. The interior is quite simple with this red seat for Batman to sit on. He also has this small console piece, including a readout of Killer Croc. Just behind there, we have these 2 large angled pieces to create the Batwing effect. At the very back, we have this large booster section with these 4 orange cones. I think this is a really nice build, and it looks quite substantial. On the right side, we have a clip for the Batarang. And on both sides, we have these small black circular pieces, which are actually bombs that can be popped off. Just around the booster, we can see these gears. And when turned, this actually reveals a transformation for the Batmobile. The entire middle section flips forward to reveal this large ramming piece, and it actually has the shape of a bat. While I definitely appreciate the inventiveness and the actual mechanics of how this works, it leaves a really awkward space in the middle when it's in this formation. In order for this feature to be successful, it also has to have that odd shaping in the middle, which I think overall is not a very great design. One important thing to note is that it's much easier to go back to the original formation by actually moving the ram piece itself, as the wheel doesn't really work as well in reverse. The next vehicle is Killer Croc's Battle Chomper, and it's definitely an odd looking vehicle, but I do appreciate the overall crocodile aesthetic that it tries to achieve. At the very front, we can see those large silver spiked wheels, and the design of a crocodile's mouth with those scales and those large yellow teeth. There's even a mechanism inside that when the wheels are turned, the teeth chomp. Behind the mouth, there's a spot for the large Killer Croc to stand. And there's also a set of controls for him where we see 2 large buttons for tail and chomp, as well as a screen with Batman on it. At the very back, we have this tail section that, while somewhat detailed, looks quite out of proportion with that large mouth. But there are a couple joints for you to swing the tail about. The oddest part of this vehicle has to be this lookout section for Captain Boomerang. This part of the vehicle definitely seems to be a bit of a design afterthought, as it sits attached with these Technic beams. While the build may have minimal details, there is one play feature. Simply press on this piece at the back to fire out the Boomerang. The final vehicle in this set is Red Hood's motorbike. This bike is just like many that we've gotten in the past, with a red body and red wheels. We can also see on the side that it has a mirrored version of the sticker with that great logo. And on to the minifigures. First up, we have the Big Fig of Killer Croc, and this is our first Big Fig version of him. He's in this great olive green color with that very sinister crocodile grin. He also has some printing on the torso to create the scaled effect. Starting at the top of the head and working its way towards the back, we also have some more prominent scales that stick out. Next, we have the Red Hood minifigure, and I really like the way they accomplished the mask. The torso print is really effective, and I especially love the details of the open jacket, as well as the logo and the muscle design, which features those panels. From the side here, we can see his main 2 accessories, which are these large guns. And from the back, we can see a nice continuation of the print from the front on both the torso, as well as some detail for the mask. Next up, we have Katana, and I really like the overall look of this figure. It's got some nice dual molded legs for the boots, and an armored torso which looks really cool. Her mask looks exceptional, and she even features a double-sided face, with a more aggressive face on the other side. From the side here, we can see her main accessory, which is of course her katana sword, and I really like the way they detailed her right arm in a red color with that silver paneling. And from the back, we get even more of that great armored detail from the front. Next up, we have Captain Boomerang. I really like the look of his overcoat and the classic details that we can see underneath. That face print isn't unique as it comes from the Star Wars line, but they did do a nice job of printing that Boomerang logo on that winter hat. Captain Boomerang wouldn't be complete without his main accessories of the 2 blue boomerangs. This new mold features a stud at the center and places for him to grab on either side. And from the back, we can see a simple continuation of the print from the front. This version of Batman is also one that we've gotten in plenty of sets. He features a double-sided face with a more aggressive face on the other side, his accessory of a silver batarang, and a black pointed cape, with some nice continuation of the print on the other side. On paper, the Killer Croc Sewer Smash set should have been a smash, but there's a lot of odd details that make this set a little bit strange. While the Bat Tank feels quite large and substantial and features some nice design details, the overall transformation mechanism gets in the way of making this really successful. The Killer Croc vehicle also suffers a similar fate. As I really appreciate they tried to make it a crocodile, this vehicle just seems a little bit haphazard and thrown together without making a really simple, cohesive design. The main saving grace for me with this set is all of the minifigures. Having Katana, Red Hood, Captain Boomerang, and our first Big Fig version of Killer Croc make these figures a real standout. I just wish that the vehicles in this set featured slightly better designs. This is a big contrast to the other Batman set in the line, Harvest of Fear, which I loved as it featured great minifigures and great vehicles. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Do you have the same problems with this set that I did? And which of the minifigures was your favorite? And if you like what you saw here, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up down below and subscribe to make sure you don't miss out on any of my upcoming videos. That's all the time we've got for today. Thanks and have a good one. Hey guys, Michael here. Click here to watch my review of the Scarecrow Harvest of Fear set. And don't forget to subscribe.